everyone, welcome back to another scrapbook layout video, and thank you for joining me again today. Again, I apologize if you can hear any background noise. My son is doing school and he moves the chair in and out from under the table. So this is the last layout I'm going to do with this kit, or this little mini Spinless Scrap More series. These are a bunch of Heatherbalz sketches. I've seen a few different YouTubers using these lately, so I was inspired to download them, and this is the second one I've actually taken inspiration from. So it's kind of cool. I don't really know where to tell you to go to print them all. I tried finding them and I had to literally do them one by one. So if you go to her blog or something, I'm not a huge Heatherbalz follower. I don't mind her work and stuff like that. I just don't usually follow her, so I don't really know the ins and outs of Heatherbalz. But anyways, I'm going to take a little bit of inspiration from this page. You can see everything that's on the screen is basically most of the scraps. There might be one other little piece somewhere, but that is what I pretty much had left. And I was trying to figure out, I knew that I wanted to add a lot of florals to this page, and what I started out with, you can see, is the striped paper. I didn't end up using the flower side of that paper, which was rather surprising. I do fussy cut. I did fussy cut some, and I will fussy cut some more of the flowers. So I guess I did use some of the florals, but I didn't use them as much as I thought I would. So I also used that teal stripe. So that one that I'm gluing the picture onto now is a teal stripe, that one that I showed. So you probably know what I'm talking about. And then I did use another piece of this vellum polka dot. This time I used the yellow. So again, I am not worried about using up the polka dot or the solids that I pulled in with this. Those were just extra from my stash in case I needed them, and I did need them. So it really worked out rather well. I feel like the whole point of this series is to not spend a lot and get a lot used. And so I feel like I did that. I didn't use as much, which you will see in the recap video what I have left over, but I'm happy with the results. I got 3 great layouts. Well, 4 if you count 1 double page and 2 single page layouts out of 4 pattern papers and a sticker sheet. So to me, that's pretty good. I was looking again at my scraps. That one with the balloons, I think it was just kind of too hard to use because the other side was just the cards, the 3x4 cards, and I couldn't really figure out how to use those. I could have cut the other side, punched out shapes, and made like my own faux chipboard shapes for these layouts, but I end up, which you probably saw in the last video, I end up punching some hearts from the banner stickers, and because I do that, I don't really need any more hearts, so I didn't worry about it too much. I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to make this layout be what I want it to be and call it good. So I decided to add this pink strip. It was not long enough to go behind the entire thing, but trimming it down a little bit, or maybe it was, but everything was already glued down. So I went ahead and added that, and I kind of really like that. I don't know, this is like a different kind of layout for me, so I was super happy. And here I was going to go in my color binders to try to find something for a title. And this one, I think I had just recently pulled out of a Scraptastic kit that I didn't even know I had for the longest time. And the word Better Together was there. And my whole thought was I was going to use the title something like Together. So I was excited to get this used up as well, because I don't think to pull these out. I need to pull these out and get these used up, as well as my letter stickers. I don't purchase these type of stickers too much anymore, so that it's another thing I just kind of want to get used up. The other thing I was contemplating was whether or not I should matte this. And you might have seen me try out a couple different colors. I did try the green, I tried the pink. Nothing was really standing out to me. So at this point, I tried the pink again, thinking I know I have that pink stripe on there, but I just wasn't feeling it. And the green was like, nope. I kept trying it even though I knew it was like, nope. And the teal, I didn't have a big enough size of the teal paper left, which it probably would have looked good, but you will see what I do in the end. The other thing I thought I would do to play around is add some splatters. So I used to splatter every layout, and I haven't done that in the longest time. And it's very obvious when I do this layout, let me tell you, because I'm going to add these splatters and forget, this is my close to my heart white cardstock that I'm using. And when I do splatters on it, it takes a little bit longer for it to dry compared to as if I use the cardstock I got from Michael's, the Recollection one. So I'm splattered, I'm like going along thinking, woohoo, and you're going to see it's going to smear each spot. I'm going to smear it a few times, and that's going to frustrate me. I'm not going to lie. I have a fix at the end. But what you can see where I fussy cut the flowers, and then I remembered I had this big flower on the sticker sheet, and I really wanted to get it used, but I needed that blue to go in more than just one spot. So I just kind of picked a spot on it and cut it in half. And voila, now I have that sticker in two different spots. I kind of had wished that I had something for the top corner, but I'm really going to mess around a lot with this top corner. So some of the things that I also fussy cut was a bunch of those strawberries, which you can see. And I forgot that they actually had a bunch of those strawberries on the sticker sheet. So I used some of the stickers and some of my fussy cut one. That little daisy was part of a corner of the sheet, so I only have like a few petals, but you're going to see me play around. I thought I could try to tuck it in and make it look like it was coming from behind different places, but it doesn't. I don't think it ends up on the layout. I can't remember. I'm really going to try with it though. And again, I'm adding some of these flowers on foam tape. A lot of times what I'll do with flowers is I'll just put like the petals up and leave the center flat just to kind of give it a little bit more dimension. But when I did it with these foam tapes pieces, like I think I mentioned in the last video, that I must have got, like, a lot of times if you order from scrapbook.com, you get something free. So I think that might have been one thing that I got one time. But they're thicker than I like. So I got out my close to my heart foam adhesive, and this is the thinner version. They have two different thicknesses. And I think I'm just going to have to order more of this. I think I'm on my last two rolls of the foam tape, but I pulled it out. It's thinner, and I think I just added one in the middle of the flower too, and it's all the same dimension. So it doesn't have the middle part going down like it usually does, but I didn't really want to mess with it anymore. So I really liked the strawberries. I thought they were great. There's fruit, there's a watermelon. I'm going to use one of the watermelon stickers. I actually see here, you can see it where I've smeared the stuff at the top. And so I tried dabbing it up with the paper towel the rest, but I'm pretty sure I smear some more. Some more. But the watermelon pieces, and then here are these little circle flower stickers all over, which you'll see these in the close-up. I'm taking these and I'm kind of just spreading them all over a little bit like confetti, mostly to try to cover up a lot of the smeared marks. I will come back to the smeared marks in just a moment. But what I was saying was there were some watermelon pieces. I'm going to use one. I actually didn't see the other watermelon piece, so it doesn't get on this layout, unfortunately. I could go back and add it if I wanted, but I'm not that worried about it at this point. The one thing I had actually pulled this photo in for, thinking in my mind, was I could use that barbecue sticker with it. But to be honest, I completely forgot about the barbecue sticker until the very end of the layout too, so it doesn't get used. So a couple things I wanted to use on this layout and didn't get used. It is what it is, right? So there you can see I just tucked the watermelon in. I'm just tucking a lot of things in. I really like the fruit. Fruit is something that I usually struggle with getting on a layout, but we're eating dinner on the patio. It's summertime, so I feel like fruit is a perfect, could go perfectly with this layout. And then some of these fussy cut daisies. those are, they might not be daisies, but I'm calling them daisies because I like daisies. Then in each cluster, I'm trying to add not only the sticker strawberries, but the ones I fussy cut as well. The sticker strawberries have a little white outline. The ones I fussy cut don't. Not that it matters too much, but I'm just trying to use it up. So just kind of playing around. With the black splatters, I tried going over some of them with a white gel pen to kind of cover it up, and that worked a little bit, but not enough for me. And I thought about just leaving them, but to be honest, it was really bothering me. So I actually took some sandpaper and very gently went over the spots that were super smeared and kind of gently sanded the paper. And it actually worked. It got rid of most of the splatter, and it's not that obvious. So I was happy about that. Here I am punching out some more of those banners. I thought the black and white would be really good one to punch out because it pulls in the black from the better together, and it also helps me decide what I want to mount my entire layout on, which you will see in a few minutes, or in the end, if I don't show it in the video. It's going to be a black and white stripe piece of pattern paper, and I'm super excited with how that turned out. Totally not in my plan, totally not a paper I pulled out for this, but it works out. The only thing I'm doing now is inking the edges of these hearts because the smaller ones got a little bit lost because of their white stripes. But I'm going to pull another banner, and I'm going to do the same thing. Going to punch some more hearts. Now with these hearts, I think this is the only layout that I didn't add glitter or glossy accents to the hearts. I think I might have had the intentions and planned to, but I must have just forgot. But it's fine. I'm going to leave it. I still like the hearts on there, no problem. So again, just using that Post-it note kind of trick where you help hold on whatever's too small that you want to get into the punch. And then I'm going to just sprinkle some of these hearts around. I also believe that I add the enamel dots to this layout as well. I think I've tried to add some of those onto the smeared splatter areas. But you will see in the still shot photos coming up, I add my journaling underneath the word together. I stamped my date underneath the word together as well. And I'm really happy with how this layout turned out. And you can also see the mat. So you can see there that there are a few splatters that are all over kind of smeared, but I'm okay with the rest of it. The sandpaper really helped get most of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this series. Up next is the recap, and thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you had a great day. Bye.